Hello, I'm Hope Witkowski, your host of Senior Scene. In today's world, we are seeing life expanding to the years beyond the generation before us. With that long life, it expedites the need for somebody maybe to give care to us as we age. On today's show, we're going to meet a couple of caregivers who are doing just that. We will see what happens as they unveil their story to us. Meeting a caregiver like Sherry Jones can be an eye-opener for many who have no idea what that life that they chose would be like. Sherry represents the personality of one who is perfect for this career she chose.
The most important thing about being a caregiver is when you pick a client or you pick a patient, that you get along and that you take the time. Susan and I've spent many months with her long before I ever took this job. It's really important you get along because especially when they're on hospice, they're coming to the end of their life and you'd want them to have quality. Yeah.
I really can see that love in everything that you have in you, and you are a special person.
Thank you.
And I really know that the viewers who are watching today can say that you are one in a million to be and to do what you do for the people who need your help and love, and you do that. Sherry's client has been diagnosed on hospice by her doctors. Her health was going downhill really, really fast. With only months to live, her main wish was to be made as comfortable as possible for these last weeks of her life. Sherry makes that wish come true every day. That care is so visible to whoever comes to visit. It's always interesting to learn what brings a person to this type of career.
I think probably being a mom, being a mother. I really enjoy being a mom, caring for people. So I think and the oldest. I was the oldest, and a lot is expected of you. You sort of are the caregiver.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know a lot of people who see caregivers can't understand how they can spend 24 hours, 7 days a week doing that kind of work without getting really burnt out or tired.
You can get burnt. You can. That's a very common thing is to burn out. You have to do things like I go to therapy, stress management therapy every week.
Mm-hmm.
I exercise. I go to yoga every day or try to go every day.
Mm-hmm.
And Susan, the lady that I take care of, is amazing at making sure that I take care of myself too.
The meditation and yoga movement is one of the best medicines one can do. Sherry has become so accustomed to taking care of herself with these forms of relaxation that she never has to worry about what stress could do to her.
I do a little meditation.
Mm-hmm.
That helps me sort of get in the zone.
So when you do these meditations or these yogas,
Mm-hmm.
who's taking care of your...
Well, I have my husband and my son, we rotate. So they cover for me. And if need be, we get 1 weekend off a month, so we have a relief caregiver come in.
Her client, Susan, was so happy that their first meeting happened just by chance.
I met Sherry. One of her clients was ill, and she passed away. And so she was walking down the street, and I said, "Oh, come over here." And she said, "Oh, my student died." And I said, "Well, could you help me? I need somebody." And she said, "Oh, that'd be great." And so she came and she sat on the porch, and we had a long conversation about caregiving. And I said, "I really wish you would come and help me. I need it really, really bad." And we just clicked right away.
The perfect match of a 24-hour-a-day caregiver to their client is very important. To have that match can be the best gift a client and that caregiver can enjoy together.
We're both hairstylists in the area for over 20 years.
Did you know each other back then?
We didn't know each other. It was just a fate meeting. I just don't know how that happened, but it did.
That's amazing.
And so she came in and we visited for a while, and then she came back and we had more conversations, and I said, I really would like you to try. I'm not mean. I'm real easy.
Yeah.
I'm real easy. I won't bug you.
Susan didn't know what to do. Not even her husband was a help, as she became more dependent for someone to help her, even to use the bathroom. She even lost family support at that point of her illness.
He couldn't take the stress of the caretaking.
Oh.
That's how bad it can get. I was living by myself for 10 years, and I kept trying and make it by myself, and finally I couldn't even walk over to the doctor, and he says it's now time for you to go into illicit. You can't be by yourself.
I was asking Susan if she was ever thinking of using multiple caregivers instead of one that worked 24 hours a day.
No, this is a one-on-one person with you.
So that's your preference.
And that's my preference because I get phenomenal care. I just can't believe how much it's helped me. My family couldn't even do it. It's just get this and get that, and it's really hard for someone to get used, for me to get used to someone waiting on me. That's the hardest part. We're in sync. She almost knows what I want to eat and what drink to get and everything. And then I try to cheer her up because, you know, she's stuck in the house taking care of me. And so it works out really good. I wake up in the morning and I'm just happy and know she's here. You know.
Can she take you out for rides?
Now
or anything?
I'm better, so I got a wheelchair, and it holds on the back. It holds oxygen, and I can go out now. I haven't tried it today, but I should be getting my exercise so many hours every day.
Those who get the difficult information from their medical doctors that there are no further things that they can do for them in their fight for wellness, and are notified that their life will be measured in months, weeks, or even days, have many things racing through their minds.
You need a caretaker one-on-one, the same caretaker every day. So they get to know your habit. And if you do what they say, you'll get better, because I couldn't even walk over to the door there 2 weeks ago.
Really?
And now I can walk to the door and I can use my walker, and
That's marvelous.
because there's someone there to help me.
Meet David. He's an example of the type of care a male can also give to their patients.
I was self-employed as a caregiver for about 12 years. And when my wife got ill, this is about 5 years ago now, I just had to stop completely. And my main job, my main ministry was at home. So I didn't go anywhere except home.
David shares with us how difficult life became as his wife got sicker and started a downhill ride to her death.
There were times she would kick at me, she would try to hit me, she'd try to bite. I got scars from her fingernails. It was a very tough time for a while. And until I reached the point of acceptance. And I couldn't change anything. She was always a very self-reliant woman, and always in charge. That's just her nature. And when it got to where she couldn't do anything for herself, well, I can only imagine the frustration.
How does one cope with this situation? It seems like many would just like to run away, but David, he has a wonderful philosophy.
You haven't lost your life, this is your life. So you just need to deal with it. And it's not easy. And don't let anybody tell you it's going to be easy. It's very hard at times. Sometimes you're going to be crying, sometimes you're going to be so irritated you can't stand it. But yet, this is your loved one. and you just find a way.
I hope today's show has inspired you to think about what you can do to help maybe an aging family member. Today's show really was an inspiration to see the life of a caregiver and how they feel so passionately about the people that they are helping. I'm Hope Witkowski reminding you, knowledge, it's a powerful tool. Tune into Senior Scene next time for more secrets on successful aging.